Why is there a rematch clause?
Oh.
Why is there a rematch clause, my friend?
Is this personal for you?
All the emotions are on his side. I just want to fight. They picked up one of the gate barriers and they were ramming it into the hotel glass wall trying to get in. Yeah, I'm just gonna stick to boxing. I'm just gonna outbox him.
And just, he's coming for your soul.
What?
Alright then, Alex. So, you are fighting the Nightmare KSI. At this point, mate, what's going through your head?
I'm good. I mean, I'm in the same headspace that I was when I first went through it. So, I just feel like I have full trust in my team. Like, I trust my coach. I trust my training. I do what I need to do. If coach says do more, I do more. I'm fully prepared. No slacking, no days off. Just putting in the work, and we'll see what happens.
For this fight, you're having to go up in weight class.
Yeah.
Now, how are you finding that process? Because obviously, you know, in the fight itself, carrying more weight, I mean, it's every kilo is freaking, I mean, you feel it.
Oh, yeah.
So how's it been trying to incorporate that in your training, you know, eating more, and how are you finding being at that weight?
It's rough. I think KSI knows that it's not going to be an easy fight. No matter what he says, he knows it's not going to be an easy fight. So he's trying to get all the advantages he can get. He's making me, like, Deji made me go up like 10 pounds. Now I have to go up another 10 pounds. But, like, the whole... What did you guys fight at?
So, mate, that's the thing. We didn't have a weight class. I came in at 79 kg. He came in at, like, 86.
So 15-pound difference? 7 kilos? So it's 15-pound difference? Well, so this is how the weight stuff started with us. He was like, yo, his team reached out. It's like, yo, we're going to fight. I was like, all right, cool. And he said, his team said, KSI, well, he can get to 180. And I was like, dang, that's a lot. Because I just got to 171. And, like, I was actually, like, 168 walking to get weighed in for Deji. And I was just chugging, like, half a gallon of water trying to get up a couple more pounds. So I ended up weighing at 171. And I was like, yo, let's do 175. And they said, no, 180. I was like, all right. And they said, you have to be 175. And I was like, bro, honestly, I don't know if I can get to 175. It's hard. And then they were like, okay, you can get to 172. And I was like, so I come at 172, and KSI is going to come at 180. And they're like, yeah. And I was like, if that's what I got to do to get the fight, I guess I'll do it, but let's put a hydration cap on it. And they were like, okay, 190. And I was like, what? Wait, so you're telling me... So you're telling me 3 hours before the fight, he could come in at 190. So on fight night, he could be 190, and then he can eat a bunch, come in like 190, whatever, 94, and then I'll be 172. So he'll be 20 pounds heavier than me. And they're like, yeah, you want to take the fight? I was like, let's get it.
I mean, look, you got to respect that. We've heard him say it, you know, it's very clear he's seeing you as just a warm-up fight. You know, you are there as just to get his ring rust out of the way. How does that affect you? Like, are you almost like, yes, I'm glad he's potentially overlooking me, or, you know, does it make you feel like, fuck, I want to be valued a little bit more?
It really doesn't matter. I don't care what he says, what he does, his mind games, it's whatever. I'm doing all the work I can do, and that's all I can do. I'm sure he's putting in all the work he can do. So when we get to the ring, it's going to be a good fight.
Yeah, of course. And obviously we've seen that he's got this broken nose. Now, he came out and said, like, I'm going to leave that up to you guys to you know, figure out what happened. He didn't say it was through sparring or, you know, Bazinga's like punched me in the head or something. Like, I don't know. He just literally left it to his audience. So if that is through sparring, you know, is that something that you're going to maybe try and attack? Or?
No, it doesn't change anything. I don't know how bad it was broken or whatever, but I'm assuming... If the fight's still on, it's going to be fully healed. It'll be fine. I'm just going to stick to boxing. I'm just going to outbox him. I'm like, if his nose re-breaks, then oh well. But I'm not going to target it. I'm just going to box and stick to the game plan.
Yeah, and obviously speaking of game plans, like, you know, we're thinking as the viewer, as the audience, that you're going to try and just evade KSI. He's going to come at you with aggression, be rough, really try and bully you in there. And you're going to be trying to just move in, being slick and sort of, like you're saying, outboxing him. Is that sort of what we can expect from you?
I can't give away too much, but I'm going to just outbox him. That's all I'm going to say. Everybody knows he's going to come in there swinging. He's gonna try to get the early knockout. But I'm just hit and don't get hit. That's the game. That's the name of the game. That's what I'm gonna do.
Well, I mean, the way I assume he's going to come out is quite a little bit like how he came out against me with that jab. So he won't, he's going to be like strict, just try and keep, because he's longer than you, like his arms. If he can just keep you at that distance, you're not near him. So I can see him trying to just jab your head off, and maybe actually trying to show that he's not just about that wild power swinging. Are you prepared for if he does bring a different style that we've seen thus far?
I'm prepared for whatever. I've seen a bunch of styles in this camp and in my last camp. Whatever he brings, I'll be prepared for it. We're the same height. I don't know what his reach is, but I don't think it's much longer than mine, even if it's a little bit. But I've been sparring tall guys, guys my height, guys with longer reach, guys heavier. So I'm ready for whatever.
So you'd say that the people that you've been sparring are almost more challenging to you than what you think KSI can bring, would you say? Oh
yeah, for sure. I'm sure he's doing the same thing. I'm sure he's sparring pros, and he's sparring. He's getting different looks from different people. So the fight will be easier than the camp, which is how it should be. Which is how it was in the last one too. When I was getting ready for Deji, I was expecting him to come at me. I was expecting to fight. So that's what I trained for. I wasn't trained to chase somebody around the ring. So that's why you could see that every time he threw, I would throw 3 back, or every time we exchanged, I would win. And then he realized throughout the fight that when he is just evading me, I wasn't prepared for that. So I couldn't, he was getting low, and I was like, what? I was waiting for counters, and he never threw any back. So the only time I made any progress was when he was throwing. So then he stopped throwing, and then he just ended up going to survival mode, and he made it through the fight. And but that's not a problem anymore. I know how to chase somebody down now. I didn't even know that. I really did not expect him to do that, and that's why I wasn't able to end it.
I mean, a lot of people think they see that boxing's about throwing punches. They don't see the footwork, the movement, the sort of, the creating angles that all equate to you being able to land those punches. So,
are you gonna box again?
I mean, look, it's always on my mind. I can't lie. Whenever this YouTube boxing thing comes around, I'm like, look, I fucking started this shit. To see where it is now, there's always going to be that element of me. But I know I'm going to want to do it at the right time. Right now, I'm just bringing my YouTube back. I'm releasing music. I'm doing other stuff that is really lighting up this fire in my belly. That I know that if I'm going to commit to boxing, it needs to be 100% boom. That's what I'm into and dedicating to. So I think the time may come. I'm pretty confident it will, but I don't think so. This year, for example. But yeah. But one other question I wanted to ask is regarding your power. It seems to be that JJ's overlooking your power. Would you say that you feel like you are powerful with your punches? That you have something that maybe he is overlooking?
I think that. I think it's not all about power. Everybody's like, oh, everybody told me Deji had power too. He didn't touch me.
Yeah.
And then everybody says KSI has power, but has he ever knocked anybody out before? Has he no, he has not. Logan made it through all the rounds. You didn't get knocked down, right?
No.
Yeah.
It was a TKO, yeah. So it was where I basically weren't throwing anything, and the referee, rightly so, jumped in.
Yeah.
I think if there was 2 more punches from JJ, there probably would have been.
Yeah.
Because I know I did wobble, but you're right. He's not necessarily got a highlight reel of KOs that he can go, look, this is what I can do, for example.
I think it's more. I think I'm just more accurate. I'll be able to place punches better than he can. He'll be throwing wild. Even when he was fighting you, he was kind of just throwing like this, or he was trying to keep you away with the jab, and then he was just hoping and throwing. He wasn't placing or I think I'll be more accurate, and accuracy converts to power. So we'll see what happens.
There we go. I mean, something that Logan Paul came out and said is obviously the way JJ throws. He in that second fight with him didn't want to engage. He didn't want to get too close because he felt like the power. He felt like how JJ was just throwing with venom, and he didn't want to get too close. Now, you know, I mean, it's pretty obvious. You're going to have to get really like up and close to him if you're going to be able to really damage him. Are you willing to take punches? Are you willing to be, you know, tough it out, dog it out if you need to in order to beat JJ?
Yeah, I'm down. I'll get in there. I'm ready. I know he thinks like, I know he could have like 20 pounds over me. So he's thinking, oh, I have 10-ounce gloves, but he's not the only one wearing 10-ounce gloves. And I'm faster, and I'm more accurate, and I'm more technical. So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna give anything away, but I feel like Logan he was more about escaping. Like he would throw his shots and then get out, and that was his main thing, is like getting away. But we'll see. We'll see what I bring to the table when I get in there.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Now, something that obviously, you know, we've heard a rumour regarding Jake Paul being associated with you, whether it's in the corner or just being there. Is there anything that you can, like, let us know? Is he in your corner? Is he going to be with you fight night?
No. He's not going to be in my corner. He's not. We don't really talk. Like, everybody's assuming because I'm using his team, because he's had a successful journey. So why not use a successful team that has been backing him, and they advise me. But he's not going to be in my corner. We're just rooting for each other, and that's pretty much it. I respect him. I respect everything he's done. Nobody will ever do what he's done for YouTube boxing and for boxing. He's done so much. So I fully respect him, and that's pretty much it. He's on his journey, I'm on mine.
Fair enough. Now, to do with the actual fight itself, the round length, I believe it's 3-minute rounds, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, now your fight with Deji was 2-minute rounds, 6 2-minute rounds. Do you think now doing 6 3-minute rounds is going to be a different ball game, especially going up in weight and having to carry that weight around?
No, it's not a problem at all. When I'm sparring 6 3-minute rounds, it's not a problem. I'm trying to keep on as much weight as I can, but we'll see. It doesn't bother me at all, the 6 3-minute rounds.
Are you having to like seriously force feed? Like how are you adding this weight? Like a lot of people will be thinking, how can you train so hard and be expending so much energy and calories and still put on weight? Like how are you doing it?
It's not easy. I'm force eating. It's not easy. I'm drinking protein shakes. I'm eating like just burger patties, like just patties, just like not even the sandwich, because I want to get the protein in. So I'm just eating just meat, just non-stop eating all the time. Whenever I get a chance, I'm eating. I got meal preps, I got protein, I got supplements, just trying to keep it up. But I'm more focused on being in the best shape I can. And for the last year, I've been boxing non-stop. Like even Deji asked me to box last August, I think, or like early August. So I started fight training. That's the first time I ever started sparring and fight training ever. So now I'm gonna fight again in August, and I haven't stopped boxing since. And I think you got to give it to JJ, because he's a multitasker. He has a lot of stuff going on. I am not like that. I have severe ADHD. Like if I'm not, I can focus on one thing at a time, and and I have to love what I'm doing to focus on it, like YouTube or basketball or boxing. So all I do is box. I box, I train, I lift, I run, I recover, massages, cryo, whatever. That's all I do, and that's all I have the energy to do. And the fact that he's doing music videos and tours and traveling and all the YouTube videos and stuff, it's crazy to me, because I am exhausted every day, and I couldn't imagine doing that. So I think the biggest difference in our camps is I just have so much time. Like all my time is dedicated to boxing. But he's looking good. He looks great. He's gonna be in the best shape of his life. Hopefully, I'm gonna be in the best shape of my life. I wish I could come in. Like my preferred fight weight is probably 165. That would be awesome. If I could fight at 165, I would be shredded. Like I'm not shredded now because I'm putting on weight. So I don't I'm like, oh, like he can cut down to what he should be fighting at anyways. And so I was like, oh man, I wish I could be shredded and cut and like, but I gotta keep the weight on. So next fight, this will probably be my only fight I ever fight at 180.
So you wouldn't do a rematch if the offer was there?
Oh yeah.
With JJ.
Like, so what did he say that he's not gonna do? Or like he said, if he loses to me, what happens? He stops music or YouTube?
Oh, I don't know. What has he said? Like a forfeit for himself?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm pretty sure he said if I lose to Alex, I'm done with music. I'm done with YouTube. And he said he's never boxing again. So let me ask you this, Joe. Why is there a rematch clause?
Oh.
Why is there a rematch clause, my friend?
Shit. Okay.
I'm sure he's gonna be like.
The viewers decide that one.
I'm sure he's gonna be like, oh, what? I didn't even know. My team made me put that in the contract. I don't know, man. You say you never boxing again, and I heard that before. And guess who's fighting on my undercard again?
Mad. Yeah, Deji, of course. I mean, and I kind of want to get onto that. Like, is this personal for you? Between you and JJ? Like, is there any bad blood?
Not at all. On my side, I think he actually hates me.
Yeah, because we see him obviously commenting on all of your posts and really trying to get in your head and everything. Like, how are you receiving that?
I feel like, I don't know. It's weird. I'm just like, everything I post, TikTok, Instagram, like whatever, he has to comment on it. And I'm like, yo, even like my sparring partners will post a picture of us like, hey, good work or something. And then he'll find that and they only have like 100 followers. I'm like, how he is like, I don't know. He's obsessed. He's, because I don't care. I don't care what he's doing. I don't care what he's posting. It doesn't matter to me. I think Deji was like pretending to hate me, because Deji's like a good guy. Like, but I think KSI actually doesn't like me. I just don't not like anybody. So, it's all on him. All the emotions are on his side. I just want to fight. I just want to get in the ring and compete. Like I've always said.
Yeah, I think when we see like the best from JJ, I think, in the boxing world, in the fighting world, I think he has to hate his opponent. Like, the way he was towards me, towards Logan, toward the way he is towards you, like he has to really fucking have that disdain. Even if in reality he doesn't, I think he has to go there mentally and really want to he's coming for your soul. And literally. And
does he? Are you guys friends?
Yeah. We're calm now. Yeah.
Okay. What about before the fight? Were you guys cool?
So, well, I mean, like, obviously with everything that occurred, we did obviously have we fell out big time.
But before the fight, you were friends, and then you fell out, and then
yeah, we used to be. Yeah. We were all calm. It was that press conference where there was the altercation, and then it turned bad. It turned real bad, and I think that if anything motivated him to train even harder. I think without that, I think he may have even just taken it a bit more lightheartedly. So it worked out for him in the end. But yeah, how about you moving forward then? Say you do beat KSI, like you've come to London, you're standing in front of that crowd, you're the champ. What is next for you, boxing wise?
Fight again.
Is there anyone that you've got your eyes on?
No, I just want to fight. Like, I chose KSI, I called him out because I wanted to fight the biggest and the baddest. Preferably it would have been at the same weight, but I guess, like, we couldn't make that happen, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to get in the ring, I'm going to do what I was trained to do, and then beat him, and then rematch, and then fight again. I just want to keep competing. As long as YouTube boxing's around, I'm gonna be in there. Yeah,
I mean that's respectable. Like you've come into it like realistically a little bit later on than like the Jake Paul, Logan, KSI, etc. And to jump into it and not almost like feel that sort of like overwhelmedness. You've settled in. You know what you want and you're very composed with it. And I think that's something that even the UK audience that want to support JJ and support Deji, they're respecting that about you. Like you're bringing a respect to the game, and I think it's good.
Like I'm just not all about the drama and the mind games. I just want to get in there and compete.
How do you find though getting into mentally preparing for a fight? Because this isn't just any like normal sport. Like you're going in there it's damage. What is your mindset like going into that fight when you're walking out into that arena? It's hitting you. Like what's going through your mind, and how do you get into that zone?
I mean, it's like I said before. I just fully trust what I've done, my preparation, my team, my coach. Like I've prepared for this moment for months. Like it's not like I'm just walking in there not knowing what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. I know what I need to do, and I know what I need to make happen. And I'm gonna go in there and do my best and come out victorious. That's it. Like when I walked out to my last fight. Everybody's like, oh, he's gonna crack. Oh, the lights. Oh, 13,000 people booing him. He's been egged all week. Like, he's just getting verbally assaulted, physically assaulted all week. Like, people trying to get into the hotel lobby. Like, they were throwing, like, bricks and trying to break the windows.
Jesus.
Yeah. They were throwing bricks.
Seriously?
They picked up one of the gate barriers and they were ramming it into the hotel glass wall trying to get in. Yeah, that...
Oh, my God, bro.
Yeah. It's insane. I'm like, whoa, man, I just want to fight. Like, don't you guys want me to make it to the ring? Don't you want me to fight? Like, your guy? Like, it's
mate, the UK audience is different, bro.
Yeah.
They are nuts. They'll do whatever to support their guy, and like, yeah.
I really did not expect that. I did not expect that. I thought Logan was getting that because he's controversial and like...
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'm sure they don't treat everybody like that. Nope, I was wrong.
All I can say is I wish you the best of luck. And is there any last words that you have for KSI, who we all know is watching right now?
Good luck, bro. I want to put on a good fight. Be training. I know. Just believe that I'm training. I'm ready. So just be as ready as possible, and let's give the people what they want. Oh, I have a question. Like, so you're friends with him. Does he really talk like that in real life? Like when the camera's not on, does he really talk like I am a force to be reckoned with? Like, does he do the maniacal laugh like when he's just with his friends?
So he does. Yeah, he does the laugh. He's definitely more quiet and subdued in real life. So yeah, the whole like I'm gonna rupture Uranus, or like there's not so much of that in real life, but. I don't know. He watches was it Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah.
Is that where it's from?
Yeah.
So
It's
maybe
similar,
there's an influence of that. I don't know.
It's either that or SpongeBob because it sounds like Plankton a lot, where he's like, "Rawr!" So I don't know. I was thinking. I was like, there's no way he really talks like that in real life. He's almost 30 years old. There's no way. So I'm glad to hear that. That's just a YouTube persona. That's just...
I mean, it works for him. Look, it works for him. He's not done too bad for himself. So, yeah. But anyways, bro, look, it's been good having you on. I wish you the best of luck. And, yeah, see you August 27th at the O2 Arena.
You're going to be there?
Mate, I'm commentating.
Hey,
hopefully.
oh!
That's what, yeah. No, we're actually hoping to, we're currently in talks with DAZN because they've announced Wade. But obviously, like, I've commentated every YouTube fight up till now. So it's like... For me to now like be cast away, I'm like, nah, come on.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna make that happen.
Let's do it.
All right. So my closing thoughts on that. I think, look, he's very calculated, composed. He's not getting drawn into any of the heated, aggressive, back and forward that JJ on social media is trying to, I guess, draw him into. Obviously the weight gain and having to force feed, that seems to be. Like getting onto him a bit, like I got that sort of energy from him. But he seems ready. Like, I didn't get any vibes that he's like, oh shit, this is a bit too much, I'm out of my depth. Like, he seemed pretty chilled, like still laughing, still joking. So, fuck. I mean, you think, like, in my opinion at this moment, I feel like JJ should win. Like, on paper, he should. But imagine if he just doesn't. Like imagine if Alex does... do something. Like, he's shown he can turn up and perform. He's done it in London before. I don't know. It'll be good to get JJ on next, though, just to see what his response to all of this is. See where he's at. He's obviously looking in unreal shape. Let's just see if the weight cut for him has been difficult and challenging, because that's exhausting in itself. Like, lacking energy and not being able to train as hard as you may want to because you're, in a deficit of calories all the time. So... yeah, anyways, if you did enjoy this video, please leave a like rating, comment what you think. I think let's get a discussion going on here because we're not too many weeks away now. Anyways, guys, I hope you're having a good day and peace.
Kitty, what on earth are you doing?